Hello again, welcome to the channel. Um, yeah, I've sort of trying to work out what to do with this gimbal. It's just not working for me. Oh God, I'm gonna have to persevere and try and get it to work. Yeah, because I'm a simple person. Right, so it failed the last channel update by flipping itself around for no reason at all. I wasn't even touching it. So what I need to do is I need to video this happening and see with the other phone why it's doing, well, not why, but sort of record why, try and work out why it's doing that. Because so far it's not been very usable for terms of what I'm trying to do with it right now, which is why I bought it. Would be one of the reasons is to do this, what I'm doing. And maybe it's not designed to do this type of video, you know, where you're just sitting watching a screen. So, you know, I'm actually getting a little bit frustrated with the amount of numpties that are around, you know, as well. I'm needing to try and calm myself down. You know, I've got this guy that I know sort of fairly well at the car boot sale, and I kind of actually threatened to punch fuck out of him yesterday, and then you know what he said, and I realised there's something wrong with this guy's brain. You know, he's like, are we still going down to Silith? That's what he said. Oh, there's something wrong with this guy, and it's like, it's that thing where you're hanging about with the wrong people. Because I lost my temper, right? I actually didn't threaten to punch fuck at him. That was me being dramatic for this video, right? But it was something along the lines of calling him a half-wit. And but see him, he's an example. He would be used. See if he got in equipment or anything, he would get it all set up perfectly. Like this thing, he would have no problems with it, probably. Get it all rigged up. Knows all that shit. But me, I struggle with it. But I don't think he's got any conceptual thought. I've had a problem with dumplings. My sister's like that, where they might well be able to use equipment, right, and do what they're told. Well, that's no, not really. No, not do what they're told. Be trained and to do specific tasks, right? But they don't do any conceptual thought. I think is the way that I think that's how to explain it. I'm not sure if that's the right way to explain it. But my sister's like that. So she'll do all the sort of modern things that people do, but there's nothing in there. You know, there's nothing inside. You know, it's like an empty vessel. There's nothing. You know, there's something not right. I don't know if it's autism, undiagnosed autism. So it's what I'm really talking about is somebody who's actually thick, right? Or what would be described as thick. So it's my idea of what is thick. But the dichotomy is that they might be able to do something that I can't do, like operate some machinery or something, right? Because I don't know how the fuck to do it, right? So it's all about how our brains are wired up, really, what I'm talking about. But I'm getting increasingly frustrated with people, and it's my fault. So this is my fault, because I'm hanging around with the wrong people, as if that's what's happening. But on YouTube, it's this guy here, right? So what he's saying is, are you blaming how are you blaming government for some idiot driving? Oh, damn. It's not very good, is it? I think maybe the conclusion can come to with this gimbal is it's just not suitable for doing this. So what I said to him, right, I'm giving him a chance. He's probably a moron, right? I think he might be. What I said is, are you being serious? So, and the reason, it's kind of like, well, it's obvious. So what we got is this video, right? We'll watch this video. Right, so we're on what should be a 40 miles per hour road, which is now a 30, thanks to the government, because they lowered it all. In Scotland, they lowered all the speed limits. Fucking way. So we're doing something like 15 miles per hour. It's raining, yes.
This is what's happening, this stupid government.
So, my
it's encouraging idiots like this. Now he's turning left. Trying to fucking drive the van.
So, the reason, for all those of you who are intelligent enough to understand, is the reason I'm blaming the government is because they have introduced these 20 miles per hour zones. So that particular idiot driving that car probably thinks he's in a 20 zone, you know, because you've got that, in Wales you've got a blanket zone, so in Scotland, in Wales you've got speed limits, blanket speed limits, right? So in Scotland, I'm just going to read out my answer rather than look at it, right? But I'll read it out. I know you can't see it very well, but I don't know if I'll ever get used to this thing. Right, so what I said, and this is for everybody else's benefit, are you being serious? So I'll block, if this idiot comes back with some more crap. The problem is if I block him, that thing will disappear. I'll just ignore him. Right, I'll delete his, if he comes back with a stupid comment, I'll delete it. But I'll leave this up so other people can see it. Right, so are you being serious? I will assume you are. It's because they have introduced, so what I mean is the government. Well, that's the government there, them, government. 20 miles per hour zones in Scotland. They are zones, not limits. And the government could not, I need to write that again. The government could not achieve these lower limits using current planning, therefore they introduced them anyway. What you see here is an idiot driving less than 20 miles per hour on a section of road that under planning regulations should be 40 miles per hour. But in fact, it's a 30 miles per hour zone, so it's got 30 miles per hour signs, right? This driver more than likely does not realise it's a 30 miles per hour road. Should be 40, right? So that's another matter, but never mind. Let's go along with the fact that it says 30, right? It was I don't know how the law works with that. I think you could fight that in the courts. It was some kind of fear driving at 70 miles per hour from a perspective of ignorance, right? So he's driving below 20. Also, your speedo, if it says 20, you'll be doing 17 or something, you know. So this idiot is driving far too slow. You know, so he's some kind of fear driving at 30, or else he maybe not fear, just doesn't care. He's not in a hurry. He doesn't have anything to do. So drives around getting out of his way, just to be on the safe side. This is an offence in highway code. It's called driving without due care and attention. Because of the measures introduced by the Scottish Government, i.e. 20 miles per hour zones, this is causing this type of behaviour. And I've come across this quite a lot now. The ultimate goal is to ruin Scotland's economy, right? So that's like sort of my take on it. I think that's what it is, yeah. Because the politicians don't give a shit about Scotland's economy. Do you now understand why it's perfectly understandable to blame the government for that idiot's driving? So I've given this, so this is like, you know, am I in a different world for some of these clowns? Like, you know, it's like, I'm not, you know, I get some pretty strange comments and a lot of them are dumplings, you know. Try and use your fucking brains. I find it so frustrating, you know, and I suppose, so this is another problem here. Bro, what the actual fuck are you listening to while driving? Ha 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 ha. So they have no emotional intelligence whatsoever. You know, they don't have any understanding of somebody else's situation. They just type whatever they fucking like into their keyboards, and then they wonder how they don't get on very well in life, right? Because they're stuck at home, they can't get a job, they're fucked, right? If they've got a job, they wouldn't be arguing with me on the internet. Okay, excuse me, good sir, what is... What the... See, maybe it is that I actually, we'll approve that. We'll go into the thing and see. We are not your brother, that's what I said to him. Ah, right, so he's answered it by saying, excuse me, good sir. So he's not getting what I'm getting at. He's not understanding what I'm getting at. But he wouldn't, would he? Why would they? They don't give a fuck about anyone. Do they? No, most people don't give a fuck about anyone. Yes, this guy's agreeing with me here. This guy. Right, so I've got a comment came in. This guy's intelligent. Well, he's putting a worthwhile contribution to the conversation. In Wales, people would do 40 on a 60 road with clear national speed limit signs. This is what I'm talking about. This is the problem that this is the problem we're having. It's driving. Yeah. So basically, we've got all these numpty nimbies, driving around, and it's what you're actually doing. You're destroying the commerce of the country that you live in. That's what, and who pays for it? Who's paying for all this? All these politicians are spending our money, and meanwhile, it's all going downhill. It's all got to stop. I think it might be better for some kind of major problem. A lot of the poor people will really suffer though, but you know, if they stop all the benefits and everything, I think it's about time we did that maybe. You know, just put a stop to this shit. Dog eat dog sort of thing, unfortunately. But so this money is being wasted on stuff that is, the bike lanes are an appalling waste of money. That's another example. So this is my so far this thing is working. That's a bit condescending, isn't it? Good contribution. Thanks for comment. Right, so that's what we were talking about. Right, okay, so where did that comment go from the idiot? Should be down here. It's no Ferrari. See the thing about the cones as well? I said that they were taking, I videoed the workers taking the traffic cones away, and I said they're taking them to a storage facility somewhere, that all the cones go and get stored in this big huge storage facility in you know, in the country somewhere. And this guy thought I was being serious. There's no actual storage facility. They're just moved around the country. I fucking know that. I was only trying to be funny, right? Oh, God's sake. What I do, I thank them for their interaction. I've tried that as well. It doesn't normally stop them. Right, so let's so that comment has went missing. What we'll do is we'll go into we'll find it this way. Which one was it again? It was a Tesla. It was people having to go on my music because a lot of the young team don't like classical music, except it's on Star Wars is an old film. Wait, this shows you how old I am. So, excuse me, it's not strange. You have to work it out for yourself. I mean, you know why I'm not answering this question or that one. See, I'm maybe being a bit unreasonable. I am being unreasonable. I am actually being unreasonable. Because he's not to know. Duppy. Duppy 2 videos. Does not have any videos. He's not to know. Oh dear. Right, so it's I don't know, I'll just leave that now. Right, so thanks for watching yet again another disastrous video. Let's see how the fire's doing. It's looking everywhere. See. Fire, look at the fire! Look at the fucking fire! It's looking to the side. Yeah. I need to try and calm down a bit. Right, I need to get my head together. I'm just getting so annoyed with the world. There's so many numpties around. NIMBY numpties. Why should I care? Why should I care that our civilization's getting ruined by a bunch of fucking arsehole politicians? Why should I care? Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe. Bye.